Hi, and welcome back to another episode of PPT Presents Coffees for Closers. Once again, this is the section of PPT where we focus on more sales related questions or topics that are going to help people in sales arenas. Now, the question this week sent in is answering a question by Kale over in Australia. Once again, similar to Jay, he works in a door-to-door sales capacity for various different clients. Now, the question that Kale's asked is how to take the job seriously, but without taking yourself too seriously. So, to begin with, how to take the job seriously. Working in sales, as most people would tell you, if you're good at sales and you take the opportunity in front of you in sales, it is a great step to obviously have a massive opportunity that's in front of you. So, first off, you need to know your why. Why are you doing it? Why are you doing sales? Where's your end goal? Not even just the sales, I guess, just your end goal in life. Where do you want to end up? And knowing that you can get there. So I see a lot of people, they'll have these dreams and have these goals of where they envision their life going and what it's like, how much money they've got, the house they've got, the kids, the family, the dogs and everything, obviously, and how that life is going. But they don't actually believe they're going to get there. It's just kind of like one of those fantasies. In this, you need to have your why, but then understand that you are going to achieve it. It's that certainty in yourself that you are going to reach it. Because once you believe you're going to reach it, you start understanding the opportunity, especially in a sales capacity, to achieve that. Sales is probably the best way and the quickest way to go from zero to hero. When I started the job, I had barely anything in my bank account, a couple of $20, $30, $40 I think I had left over in my traveling fund. So obviously where I am now is a massive increase, and it's not a get rich quick scheme, but you can get rich quick. It's obviously as long as you apply the skills and obviously do it ethically. So once you understand obviously your why and your drive and that you will achieve it, you start acting a little bit differently. You start achieving because you've got that why, you've got that burning desire and that drive, and it means you'll act differently to other people that are just turning up for turning up's sake. You're turning up to achieve something. You're on a path that's going to get you something, which is something that you have a burning desire for. It can't just be a goal that you wouldn't mind achieving. It's what you need to have. It's the need to have it, which makes you act and work a lot differently, and it means you start taking it more seriously. But also to take a job more seriously, especially in sales, is understanding the opportunity that you got in front of you, because it is huge. I think the reason for myself, and I see a lot of people across different sales companies and industries where they seem to do well when they're from, say, I'm on this side of the country, New Zealand and Australia, so I see a lot of people from Europe or doing incredibly well over here, and normally it's because they need to get sponsored. So they need to perform well because they need to get sponsored because they do not want to go home. So isn't it, they don't want it, they need to stay. So because they work a lot harder, they realise the opportunity that's in front of them. Also, anyone that's in New Zealand and Australia that are Kiwis or Aussies and they've obviously are performing well in sales, I normally see it because they come from past jobs that were normally pretty shit. I know I've worked a hell of a lot of shit jobs, obviously, over the years. And when you compare this job to that, you realise that I think sometimes people always think the grass is greener on the other side, or they think, oh, if I leave this sales job and I'm making this type of money, I can go make that money somewhere else. You could, but the opportunity for it is a lot less. You might not. You know what I mean? I think people, when they have that realisation, they realise, holy shit, I'm actually in a very lucky position. I've actually got it really well off, and you start living in that. And then once you realise the opportunity is so much bigger, you don't want to take it for granted. And that's where you start acting a little bit differently. So once you're taking the job seriously like that, you understand where you're going and the opportunity that's in front of you, so you don't take it for granted. Obviously, to not take yourself seriously, it's actually quite easy after that, because what you have to do is realise, well, do I even enjoy doing this position? Do I even enjoy doing sales? Now, in sales, just like any other job, there's going to be shit that's associated with it. But once you accept that and you understand it, you just need to focus on the stuff that you love about the job. So make a list, write down why you do the job, why you love it, why did you take it to begin with, what's your best days been, what are you achieving, and all these goals. Once you have that, that's when it's obviously really going to give you that kind of self-fulfillment, the enjoying of the process, because that means that you've got your why, you've got your direction, so you're taking it seriously, but you're not taking yourself too seriously because you know that you're enjoying the process and you just love what you do regardless. And that obviously, once you've got a direction, it's easier to be a little bit more relaxed because you know where you're going anyway. You're kind of on cruise control towards that point, so you can have a bit more fun. But you see those people when it's all fun but no direction and they're just wavering around the place, but when you've got direction, you can have a lot more fun, you can be a lot more organised. So that's my advice, obviously, to Kale. How to take yourself seriously is realising the opportunity in front of you. It isn't in many other places. Obviously, there probably is one or two other industries that can provide that, but not probably as quick as what sales can. And secondly, not to take yourself seriously is just enjoy while you actually do the job. Obviously, enjoying the process, because there's no point getting to the end result, which people always have this in their brain. Obviously, if they buy a car or a house or something, it's going to make them internally happy. That's just external products. Obviously, you want to enjoy the process. Focus on more internal stuff. Why do you enjoy it? Is it the self-satisfaction, the supporting people, the helping people, the communication? What you actually love about the job means you'll enjoy the process a lot more. So it means that you can have both of those things. You can take it seriously as well as not taking yourself too seriously.